I think the issue of safety is a really complex one. It's so specific. Let me start again. I think the issue of safety is a really complex one. I always have a bit of a reaction when facilitators say this is a safe space, because our experience of safety is so individual and contextual, and it's a process in itself. So I and we can't guarantee anything is going to be safe. And what we can guarantee is we will work on safety as a process. And by kind of unfolding and highlighting the dynamics of safety and what creates safety and what moments aren't safe, that kind of builds our capability of creating safer environments. But I think to come in saying it's going to be a safe environment is just not true, because we can't control people in the environment ultimately, but we can draw our attention and our awareness to what creates and what undermines our sense of safety, both as a group and individually as well, knowing we'll have vastly different experiences of what's safe and what's in our tolerance points in any given moment.
Yeah, I think that's a great answer, Errol. And you've just covering that area of what is safe. That's it's not, there's not an answer to it.
No.
It's everybody. Yeah, it's so important to understand that. Yeah, it's very much an individualistic thing.
I think one thing I would add to this, I completely agree, but is just to talk about what are we doing to try to make it a safer space for people with, diverse and marginalised lived experiences. And for me, we did this in September so successfully, and we had really good feedback from people of colour there about how safe it had felt for them. And I think what we did really well, and we're doing it really well this time as well, is we are really attending to safety in our team. In between the three of us and our organising team, it's like the relatedness and the care and consideration and thoughtfulness and the challenges we bring forward and the way we unpack those creates a lot of safety there, that we also then think about how do we replicate that. I mean, it just ripples out into the workshop, but also we're very intentional about how do we also bring these strategies into the space for the whole group. So I guess I would say that's how we're trying to make it a safer space, or one of the ways I see us doing that. Whether it's going to work for everybody or not, okay, we don't know that. But that's for me at least part of how we're trying. Yeah.
For me, I think being open with each other, and one big thing for me is when people say, well, they talk about their own experience of in relation to safety around people of colour and First Nations or BIPOC people. It's like, if you tell me that you're just, say, for example, a white person as a participant tells me that they are aware of who they are. I'm a white person, I'm blah, 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 that immediately makes me feel safer. That has an effect on me. Because, and when I get a sense of that I don't have to answer questions to other people, and that my Aboriginality is not going to be questioned. And I've always found that if people say, well, I'm a white person, then that kind of opens, it's such a relief. And it's like, oh, okay, so we're going to talk about race. And it sounds like it's going to be like it. That's okay, I can start to breathe now. Yeah.